Hello, dear students. We are coming to the end of this chapter, evolution. Okay, all this part today and tomorrow will be theoretical, completely theoretical. There is no much concepts in this part. We are done with all the conceptual parts where you have to understand the mechanism of evolution. So now I hope that you are convinced कि evolution हो रहा है. All right. You and I are standing here because evolution has happened over the years. How many years? Billions of years. All right. Billions of years. If you have to convert it into millions, then this conversion is very important for all your MCQs. 1 billion is equal to 1,000 million. So if I say Earth originated 4.5 billion years ago or 4,500 million years ago is going to be one and the same thing. For all your important MCQs, you need to write down this point in your notebook कि जहां पे मैं billion years बोल रही हूँ, I will be speaking of a lesser number. जहां पे मैं million years ago बोलूंगी, I will be speaking of a bigger number, but billion is bigger than million. All right. So 1 billion is equal to 1,000 million years. So you and I are standing over here is a result of evolution of thousands of million years. All right. Let us see. Let us just overlook. You all know whatever I'm going to tell you now. You all know this. We are just going to put it up in a flowchart form. All right. See, the Earth originated around 4,500 million years ago. That is 4.5 billion years ago. Why I'm stressing on the word billion and million is MCQs में BYA और MYA ये ऐसे ही आते हैं, but students इतना simple सा MCQ you go wrong with it just because of the conversion of billion to million. Be very careful. 4.5 million years ago select नहीं होगा इसमें. 4.5 billion होगा and 4,500 million years ago होगा. So Earth originated around 4.5 billion years ago or 4,500 million years ago. We have seen this how our planet Earth was formed. हमने डिटेल में देखा है यूनिवर्स में से हमारा प्लैनेट कैसे बना था approximately around 4,500 million years ago. All right, in the primitive Earth, on the primitive Earth, there was no atmosphere. Simple atoms थे जो simple molecules बने on aggregation. Again, बहुत सारे years में, in millions of years, they aggregated with each other to form simple molecules. These simple molecules, they co-aggregated, they condensed, they coagulated to form complex macromolecules. ये हमने सब देखा है chemical evolution theory में. We have seen in detail that simple compounds have now formed complex macromolecules through constant aggregation in the primitive Earth in the absence of oxygen. These complex molecules then formed cellular structures. Complex macromolecules का aggregation उसके साथ बाहर cell wall आ जाना. They formed these cellular structures. Nobody knows the correct mechanism जिससे ये complex molecules ने segregate होके एक cell wall बनाया होगा. Okay, so cellular structures are the basic unit of life. ये हर organism में present रहते हैं. इनका mechanism हर organism में same होता है, thus giving us the common ancestry clue. All right, we've seen in the mechanism of evolution. Cellular structures हर किसी में सेम है, DNA, RNA हर किसी में सेम है, ATP को यूज करने का वे, ATP को बनाने का वे, all the organisms are having same proteins, enzymes, सब organisms में same way से काम करते हैं. This is giving us again a clue of ancestral origin. These cellular structures, they were formed from complex macromolecules when they formed a cellular membrane. This was around 2,000 million years ago. Hence we say that cellular structures on Earth, they originated around 2,000 million years ago. Okay, 2,000 million years ago. इसको convert करके रखो आपके MCQs के लिए, billion years के लिए. All right. So cellular structures, they originated around 2000 million years ago. Now these cellular structures initially they were heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means dependent on others for their nutrition. Now all this is happening inside water. All this is happening inside water. Because we both know, you and I both know that life originated in water. All this was happening in the hot dilute soup. जो रेनफॉल के साथ न्यूट्रिएंट्स आके ओशंस में आए, ये न्यूट्रिएंट्स साथ में कंबाइन करके मैक्रोमोलिक्यूल्स बना रहे थे एंड दे वर मेकिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स मैक्रोमोलिक्यूल्स एंड सेल्युलर स्ट्रक्चर्स. दीज सेल्युलर स्ट्रक्चर्स वर हेटेरोट्रॉफिक, दे वर डिपेंडेंट ऑन न्यूट्रिएंट्स इन द वाटर. Slowly and gradually, when these nutrients came on ending, जब exhaustion हो रहा था nutrients का, they did not have enough to eat, they could evolve into autotrophic structures. They could utilize water, they can utilize sunlight, and they can utilize carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, a process similar to photosynthesis, जिसमें chlorophyll pigment भी आ गया था. We will see the plant evolution also, okay, how plants originated. So autotrophic cells, they could utilize the atmospheric sunlight, they could utilize the water, they could produce their own food and release oxygen. They could release oxygen, which was a major event again, that oxygen was released into the atmosphere from these cellular forms. From these, gradually now cellular structures, initially they were single cell bacteria, algae. धीरे धीरे multicellular होते गए, they formed multicellular structures. So single cells evolving into multicellular structure, again एक great event है in evolution. Okay, all right, it's a great event in evolution that single cells have evolved into multicellular structures. These multicellular structures धीरे धीरे prokaryotic cells थे. All right, they were prokaryotic cells first and then evolved into eukaryotes. Now, difference between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell is very important again for MCQs over here. I'll not deal with in detail over here with those differences, but you have to go back to your chapter of cell and be thorough with your differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. All right. So prokaryotes say, then gradually the invertebrates came. This was around 500 million years ago that the invertebrates came. So see the gap from 4,500 million years ago to 2,000 million years ago. All right. So this is the time span जितना लगा एक cellular structure को बनने में from all those atoms and from all those molecules. Now this cellular structure to represent itself as a prokaryotic cell, as invertebrates, it took around this much time span from 2000 to 500. So around 500 million years ago, the invertebrates were very active. Invertebrates had originated on in water again. Okay, all this is happening in water. All this is happening in water. तब तक organisms they did not have so much of potential that they could move out to land. So can you imagine Earth without life on land? All right, life was there only on water. The land was empty. All right, this is all happening in water. Then from the invertebrates, you have the jawless fishes. Jawless fishes developed from the invertebrates. They evolved from the invertebrates. From the jawless fishes now, you have land water animals, organisms that could stay in water, come on the land for some time, again go back in water. Means धीरे धीरे organisms ने कोशिश की कि okay, let us go out on the land. They wanted to utilize the sunlight to the maximum जो पानी में कम आता था. All right. So we had land water animals, again a major event in evolution. Because all this is happening inside water, now organisms have tried, let us go outside the water and just see, just be there on land for some time, come back in water. So water was like their cozy environment, like you and I. We go out from our home for work, do all our work and come back home. All right. This coming back of home was important for them. They could not entirely be on land. These animals, you know, those who be on land as well as in water, are the amphibians. This was again a major event. The origin of amphibians in evolution was again a major event. This was around 350 million years ago. So from 500 million years ago, it took around again 150 million years for the amphibians to evolve. That is organisms which will be coming out on land and going back in water. Alright. So ye amphibians, the first one was the lobfins. Lobfins were amphibians. They were the first amphibians on earth. They had the ability to go on the land and then come back to water. They had a land water movement. They can alternatively be on land and be in water. But amphibians, as you all know, for fertilization, they require water. They have to lay their eggs in the water. They cannot lay it out on land. So पानी में जाना जरूरी था. लॉबफिन ये फर्स्ट एम्फीबियंस है. सीलियोकैंथ ये एक लॉबफिन का लिविंग फॉसिल है, लिविंग एग्जाम्पल है, which was found in South Africa. South Africa. Important MCQ on coelacanth. It was an amphibian. ये lobfins की variety थी, found in South Africa. This was a living example, living fossil of this first amphibian on Earth. This was found around in 1938. Alright, so around 1938, this type of lobfin was found in the coast of South Africa. Important MCQ, first amphibians 350 million years ago. All this you have to remember for marking your MCQs. It is all theoretical, I understand, but आपको ये flowchart याद रखना है किसके बाद कौन आया, and these years you have to remember roughly to mark your MCQs. Alright. Now, amphibians evolved into reptiles. सबसे major evolution इसमें ये था that amphibians could not lay their eggs outside on the land. Alright, because of thin-shelled eggs in the land, they were not able to produce offsprings. वो eggs का hatching नहीं होता था. Reptiles, they had evolved into thick-shelled eggs. They used to hatch thick-shelled eggs which could bear the heat on the land. This was again a major event. From the amphibians, we had the reptiles. Now, different shapes and different sizes of reptiles evolved on the planet. डायनासोर भी एक रेप्टाइल है और लिजर्ड भी एक रेप्टाइल है. So reptiles of that diversity of shape and size evolved on the planet. Alright, this was the age when ichthyosaurs, that is a water living reptile or a fish-like reptile. It is called fish-like reptile. It was the reptile which could go in water also, be there also, and be on land also. This ichthyosaur is the connecting link between fishes and reptiles. It's the connecting link between fishes and reptiles. Alright, important MCQ again with ichthyosaurs. It is the connecting link between fishes and reptiles. Ye ichthyosaurs, you have to remember for your MCQ, you have to remember that they were fish-like reptiles. They could go in water, be on land. Alright, this was 200 million years ago. 200 million years ago. Now I'm not saying 2000, which was over here. So this is around 200 million years ago. Giant reptiles bhi aaye, small reptiles bhi aaye. Alright, now because of certain climatic changes, the giant reptiles suddenly disappeared. Giant reptiles suddenly disappeared from the planet. Giant reptiles like the dinosaurs. Okay, इसमें से you know the Tyrannosaurus rex, which is very tall, 20 feet in height, dagger-like teeth, a monstrous appearance. हमने Tyrannosaurus को देखा है Jurassic Park movie में. Alright, so such giant reptiles, they became extinct. Some say because of climatic changes, and some say that they evolved into modern birds. Some say they became extinct because of climatic changes. and some say that they evolved into birds. These birds and reptiles have a connecting link in between them, which we have discussed in detail, which is the Archaeopteryx. We have discussed Archaeopteryx in detail. It has features of both the reptiles as well as the birds. Alright, so it is the connecting link between the reptiles and the birds. So some say that they evolved into birds, some say that they became extinct because of climatic conditions. From the reptiles also evolved the mammals. Alright, these initial mammals, they were egg laying. These initial mammals, they were egg laying. Now I think you know the three types of mammals. They can be either egg-laying mammals, they can be pouched mammals where they just give birth to an underdeveloped embryo and mother ke external pouch mein the embryo develops. Alright, that is pouched mammals or the marsupials, which we have discussed in detail. And then you have the placental mammals, that is the eutherians, that is you and I. We are placental mammals. The complete embryo development takes place inside the mother's body and a fetus is born. Alright. So initial mammals, they were egg-laying mammals. Egg-laying mammals they gradually evolve हुए pouched mammals and then placental mammals. So just make this flow chart. This is giving you a brief account of evolution. जो एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक में पैराग्राफ फॉर्म में लिखा हुआ है, आई हैव जस्ट मेड अ चार्ट ऑफ इट, अ फ्लो चार्ट ऑफ इट फॉर यू टू रिमेंबर, फॉर यू टू just go through it during your exam, for you to mark your MCQs and how we are coming down in these years from 4,500 million years ago to 200 million years ago and the present time, that is the mammals. Alright. So just make this chart. I will speak on the mammals more. You just make this chart in your notebook. So mammals, you know, they can be egg-laying, that is monotremes. These terms are important for your MCQs again. Monotremes, egg-laying mammals, marsupials, they will be pouched mammals, and eutherians, that is the placental mammals. You can correlate all this evolutionary history with your kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia में आपने ये सारे features change होते हुए देखे. You have studied about different kingdoms. Alright, so class Mammalia over here from your chapter of Animal Kingdom. You know that there are these three types of animals. Alright, of mammals. Now, origin of man is supposed to be from a shrew-like mammal which was staying on trees. It was very small size. Viviparous seen. You know what viviparous is. Alright, and young ones are protected inside the mother's body. They were comparatively intelligent. They had a sense of avoiding danger. उनको danger का sense था. The sense organs were pretty much developed. ये intelligent थे. Hence, they dominated the planet Earth. धीरे धीरे इनका dominance बढ़ता गया planet पर. Alright. So this is about mammals, and from here, from the eutherians, that is the placental mammals, will come the order Primata, that is the primates, and from here we will see the human evolution, that is you and I. Alright, so from the eutherian mammals, from the primates, then hominidae, we will see how we have evolved when we see human evolution in detail. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Mammals have dominated the land. Human beings being the most intelligent organisms on this planet. The cerebrum being the most developed. जैसे जैसे हम human evolution देखेंगे, we will see from our ancestors to present day humans, the cranial capacity has increased drastically. The ability to reason, the ability to question, self-consciousness, language skills, they have developed dramatically. Alright? So ये हम देखेंगे human evolution में. But you have to remember this point over here, because from this is where I will be continuing human evolution. Alright, so हमने देखा है कि कैसे mammals आए, and then from mammals we will be continuing human evolution. Now, there are mammals who still stayed in water. They did not flourish on land. Okay, so before we close the topic of mammals, let us understand that there are mammals which are water, which stay in water. Example being the whales, dolphins, seals, sea cows. Important for your MCQ, mammals in water. Then you have flying mammals. The most commonest example is bat. Bat is a mammal. It is a flying one. All right. Then you have fossorial. That is, it burrows. It digs inside the ground, which is example is of the kangaroo, which is a marsupial mammal. And then you have the arboreal ones, which stays on the trees. Here you have the lemurs. Alright, so हम बात करेंगे placental mammals में lemur का how we will be differentiating lemurs from the old world monkeys and the apes. So you have the arboreal mammals, that is the lemurs. Now we know that marsupial mammals ऑस्ट्रेलिया में इसीलिए survive कर गए because competition नहीं था placental mammals से. Alright, the pouch mammals जिनका offspring उतना develop नहीं रहता है, underdeveloped offspring होता है, it develops in the external pouch in the mother's body. They could flourish in Australia because continent drifting के time पे Australia separated, तो यहाँ पे marsupial mammals they evolved, they flourished because there was no competition, there was no much competition from the placental mammals. ये हमने देखा है continent drift phenomenon में. Alright, and also North America के mammals dominate किए South America के mammals पे when continent drifting में North America और South America merge हुए. Alright, so these are important points. You will all remember them for your MCQs. I know it is theoretical. I know it is nothing conceptual. You have to remember these points to mark your MCQs. Alright, so similar evolution took place for the plants also. जैसे एनिमल किंगडम के लिए देखा वैसे ही प्लांट किंगडम के लिए वी विल जस्ट शॉर्टली रिवाइज. ओके, यू हैव डन ऑल दिस इन योर बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन इन योर किंगडम प्लांटे. ऑलराइट, सो अर्थ से एटम्स मेकिंग सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स, जायंट मैक्रोमोलिक्यूल्स, कॉम्प्लेक्स मैक्रोमोलिक्यूल्स, फर्स्ट सेल्युलर फॉर्म्स ऑफ लाइफ. These were heterotrophs, can be chemoautotrophs, and then photoautotrophs. When they finally utilized sunlight, वो photoautotrophs हो गए. Previously, they were chemoautotrophs. All right, this we have seen. Then prokaryotes, from the first cellular life forms, they were prokaryotes. Evolved into unicellular eukaryotes first, that is the protists. All right, from here you have your animal kingdom, you have your fungi, and you have your plant kingdom. So these protists now evolved into algae. These algae can be unicellular, can be filamentous, can be colonial. You have done all this, all right, just correlated with your biological classification and your plant kingdom. Algae evolved हुए into rhina-like plants. These rhinas evolved into bryophytes, which were the first amphibian plants which could stay in water and on land. ये सब पानी में हो रहा है, till algae, till rhina, it is all in water. Here are the first amphibians again, पानी से plant life बाहर आई, all right. So bryophytes, they are the amphibian plants, can stay in water as well as on land. And from rhina you have the pteridophytes again, which were first seedless vascular plants, homosporous pteridophytes and heterosporous pteridophytes. From the pteridophytes you had the seed bearing plants. Pteridophytes यहाँ पे seedless थे. From the seedless evolve हुए seed bearing plants, that are the gymnosperms. And from the gymnosperms finally you have the seed and the fruit bearing plants, that is the angiosperms, which are dominating the planet now. So just make this flowchart so that you can revise your evolution of plants from this, and you can also correlate it with your kingdom plantae and biological classification. Alright, so all the evolutionary history that we have now seen, from atoms, from no life to atom to cell, and then evolution into you and I today, which has taken billions of years. To study this evolutionary time period, kaun se time pe kya hua, we have a geological time scale. Geological time scale, I told you, the study of fossils, the study of rocks is geology. Alright, so geological time scale पे हम age निकालते हैं that during this age this must have happened. Alright, according to this geological time scale, it is the sequence of events that took place on Earth. Sequence of events, sequentially जैसे हमने अभी वो flow chart में देखा है, alright, that took place on Earth in different ages over a period of time. It is going to give you a brief account of all the events that have occurred on the planet Earth. कब क्या हुआ? It has divided the geological time scale into 6 eras. Eras means longer periods. These eras are divided into periods. Eras means long duration जिसमें कुछ event नहीं हुआ. Then these are divided into periods depending on क्या landmark event हुआ हर era में. They have different periods. And periods are again divided into shorter spans, shorter average duration जिसमें फिर से कुछ landmark event हुआ. They are divided into epochs. ये हमने पैलेंटोलॉजिकल एविडेंस में भी डिस्कस किया है. एरा विल बी द बिगेस्ट वन, देन विल बी पीरियड्स, एंड देन विल बी एपॉक्स. Important MCQ over here. Eras, periods and epochs. Eras will be larger duration, then periods shorter duration but with landmark changes, then epochs again shorter duration but with landmark changes in the history of Earth, evolutionary history of Earth. Now there were 6 eras again, important MCQ. The geological time scale is divided into 6 eras. The first one is Azoic. Azoic. Second is Archezoic. Third is Proterozoic. Azoic, Archezoic, Proterozoic. Third. Fourth is Paleozoic. Fifth, Mesozoic, and sixth, Cenozoic. 6 eras starting from Azoic, Archezoic, Proterozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic. These are the 6 eras. If you have to arrange them from the oldest to the recent, you have to start from Azoic, Archezoic, Proterozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and then Cenozoic. Now, out of these 6 eras, these 3 eras have no periods. मतलब ये eras में कुछ significant जल्दी changes नहीं हुए, no landmark changes, so that we divided into different periods. So these 3 eras are not divided into periods. You only have the Azoic era, the Archezoic era, and the Proterozoic era. Then in the Paleozoic era again you have 6 periods. Paleozoic era you have 6 periods. Important MCQs again over here. We will discuss एक period में क्या significant change हुआ था. But first, for your common understanding, for your general understanding, 6 periods in the Paleozoic era are the Cambrian, the Ordovician, the Silurian, the Devonian, the Carboniferous, and the Permian. Alright, 6 periods in this Paleozoic era are the Cambrian, the Ordovician, the Silurian, the Devonian, the Carboniferous, and the Permian. Then you have the Mesozoic era. Alright, you have the Mesozoic era. Now interestingly, because the Paleozoic era is starting from the Cambrian period, these 3 eras, that is the Azoic, Archezoic, and Proterozoic, are also called Precambrian period. Means Cambrian से पहले का time. Precambrian age or Precambrian period इनको बोलते हैं Precambrian age. These are these 3 eras, Azoic, Archezoic, Proterozoic, which are coming before this Cambrian period of the Paleozoic era. Then you have the Mesozoic era. इसको याद रखना सबसे easy है. You know about the Jurassic. So यहाँ पे Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. So by the name also, you will be able to tell me कि यहाँ पे reptiles ने dominate किया था. Alright. So Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. These will be the 3 periods. Mesozoic era having 3 periods. And then the last one, that is the Cenozoic era. It has 2 periods. One is tertiary and the other one is quaternary. The quaternary one is the recent one, that is you and I are living in. Alright. And this tertiary, now these periods over here are divided into epochs. Means यहाँ पे significant landmark changes हुए थे थोड़े थोड़े time में, which made us divide it into 5 epochs. The tertiary period is divided into 5 epochs, and the quaternary period is divided into 2 epochs. Alright. So these are the general idea of what eras is, what a geological time scale is. Alright. So it is divided into 6 eras. Out of them, the first 3 eras do not have periods because they do not have any significant landmark events. The fourth era, that is the Paleozoic, has 6 periods. Then the fifth era, that is the Mesozoic, has 3 periods. And the sixth era, that is the Cenozoic, has again 2 periods. Here the 2 periods have different epochs, again on significant landmark changes taking place. So tertiary is divided into 5 epochs and quaternary is divided into 2 epochs. Alright, we will see their characteristic features now. We will just quickly discuss what was seen in which era and the periods and the epochs. Alright, starting from the Azoic one, these figures written is million years ago. So 3,800 to 4,500 million years ago, that is from the earth, when the earth originated till here, there was no life. In the period of 1600 to 3,800 million years ago, as was the Archaeozoic era, in this simple unicellular forms were seen. We have seen first cellular forms of life around 2000 million years ago. So 2000 is coming in this bracket. Okay. So यहाँ पे bacteria, algae, protists, they were seen. Then moving on, Proterozoic era. This was from 1600 to 600. Okay. 600 to 1600 now. यहाँ पे prokaryotes and early invertebrates start. हमने देखा था वो फ्लो चार्ट में अराउंड 500 मिलियन इयर्स अगो अर्ली इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स आए. सो 500 इज कमिंग इन दिस ब्रैकेट नाउ अप्रोक्सीमेटली. सो दिस इज द एजोइक, आर्कियोजोइक, प्रोटेरोजोइक एरिया. नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू पैलियोजोइक एरा. So this is the first period in the Paleozoic era, that is the Cambrium. 500 to 590 million years ago, invertebrates diversify हुए. This is the age of invertebrates. Important MCQ, Cambrian period, age of invertebrates. Because यहाँ पे maximum invertebrates मिले of all different shapes and sizes. They diversified. They were the most active organisms over here. यहाँ पे they had started coming early invertebrates. So these 3 eras I told you, the previous ones, that is the Azoic, Archezoic and the Proterozoic, they are called pre-Cambrian periods. So in the Cambrian period now 500 to 590 million years ago, invertebrates diversify हुए. Age of invertebrates, जहाँ पे भी हम ये लिखेंगे कि ये organism diversify हुआ, means उस time पे वो organism maximum numbers में दिखा and maximum varieties. There was a lot of diversity. So age of invertebrates, Cambrian period of the Paleozoic era, important MCQ, 500 to 590 million years ago. Then was the Ordovician period, 440 to 500 million years ago. Here the first vertebrates appeared and jawless fishes were seen. Okay, first vertebrates from the invertebrates and jawless fishes were seen. Ordovician period, important MCQ, first vertebrates appeared, jawless fishes were seen. Next is the Silurian period, where jawed fishes were seen and terrestrial attempt was done by these fishes. These fishes tried to come on land and go back on water. ये terrestrial attempt हुआ था Silurian period में. ये jawed fishes मिली थी यहाँ पे. Next, अब ये जो fishes हैं, ये diversify करेगी. So after the Silurian period is the Devonian period, 345 to 400 million years ago. Devonian period, important MCQ, यहाँ पे fishes diversify हुई. It's called the age of fishes. Abundant fishes were seen in the Devonian period. It's one of the most favorite MCQ of examiners. Okay, Devonian period, fishes diversify. So age of fishes and amphibians first started appearing. यहाँ पे हमने बात की कि terrestrial attempts लिए organisms ने. So amphibians first started appearing over here in the Devonian period, और fishes diversify हुई. Abundant of fishes were seen. Important MCQ. Now यहाँ पे amphibians appear हुए, यहाँ fishes appear हुई, next stage में fishes diversify हुई. We have seen invertebrates appear हुए, next stage में invertebrates diversify हुए. यहाँ एम्फीबियंस अपीयर हुए हैं, तो नेक्स्ट पीरियड में एम्फीबियंस डाइवर्सिफाई करेंगे, दैट इज द कार्बोनिफेरस पीरियड. From 280 to 345 million years ago, Carboniferous period, it's called the age of amphibians because अब यहाँ पे amphibians dominate कर रहे थे, they were in abundance, they were in diversity, and धीरे धीरे appearance of reptiles. Now when I'm writing appearance of reptiles over here, मेरे next phase में reptiles diversify करेंगे और dominate करेंगे. Permian period, mammal like reptiles आए, यहाँ पे मैमल लाइक रेप्टाइल्स आए, धीरे धीरे एम्फीबियंस कम होते गए. ओके, धीरे धीरे एम्फीबियंस कम होते गए. वी विल सी द फर्दर पीरियड नाउ. इज गेटिंग इंटरेस्टिंग नाउ. यू जस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर हु इज कमिंग नेक्स्ट. एक अपीयर होगा, नेक्स्ट फेज में डाइवर्सिफाई होगा. सो नाउ लेट अस स्टार्ट इन द मीसोजोइक एरा. ऑलराइट, लास्ट में हमने देखा था इन द पर्मियन फेज एम्फीबियंस डाइवर्सिफाई हुए थे, एज ऑफ एम्फीबियंस था, अर्ली रेप्टाइल्स आए थे. नाउ इन द ट्राइएसिक पीरियड ऑफ द मीसोजोइक एरा 165 to 225 million years ago, amphibians decline हुए, reptiles diversify हुए. Because of the eggs of the reptiles which were thick shelled, they could bear the sun, they could be on land. Reptiles diversify हुए, age of reptiles. In fact, this Mesozoic era is the era of reptiles. Okay. So this is the age of reptiles, Triassic period. यहाँ पे reptile like mammals भी appear हुए, ये हमने last phase में भी देखा, reptile like mammals आए. Why are we calling them reptile like mammals? Because ये oviparous थे, they were egg laying mammals, जैसे reptiles egg laying है, so reptile like mammals developed. Now next is the Jurassic one, your and my favorite one. हम सबने Jurassic Park movie देखी है, alright? So Jurassic one, it was the age of large reptiles. डायनासोर. ओके, इक्थियोसॉरस जो हमने देखा है, रेप्टाइल्स दैट कुड गो बैक इन वाटर, which is the connecting link between fish and the reptiles, is also seen in this period, that is the Jurassic period. Archaeopteryx, we have seen toothed bird. Okay, Archaeopteryx, which is the connecting link between the reptiles and the birds. This is giving us a connection कि इसके बाद birds आने वाले हैं, because Archaeopteryx was seen in this period. And marsupials. In the Triassic, oviparous egg-laying mammals मिले हमको, यहाँ पे हमको pouched mammals मिले. Now they are evolving from the ovipary to the pouched mammals. All right. So Jurassic period, marsupials appear हुए, Archaeopteryx यहाँ पे मिला. These both are indicating कि आगे ये dominate करने वाले हैं. Birds आने वाले हैं, mammals आने वाले हैं. Age of reptiles, this is the age of reptiles. Dinosaurs सबसे ज़्यादा थे and इनका appearance था. So now in the next period, that is the Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic era, extinction of dinosaurs. Dinosaurs धीरे धीरे extinct होंगे. Nobody knows the reason कि इतने बड़े giant reptiles कैसे extinct हो गए. Alright, around 65 to 135 million years ago, Cretaceous period, extinction of dinosaurs. Important MCQ, Cretaceous period में 65 to 135 million years ago, first modern birds यहाँ पे appear हुए. Okay, we have the connecting link between reptiles and birds over here, Archaeopteryx, which was showing the features of both the reptile and the bird. So यहाँ पे first modern birds आए, and appearance of placental mammals. The pouched mammals have now evolved. They have started keeping their babies inside. So placental mammals appear हुए in the Cretaceous period. Alright, next we will move on to the next era now. That is the Cenozoic era. We had stopped from the appearance of placental mammals. So अब Cenozoic era में it is divided into two periods, that is the tertiary and quaternary. Tertiary being the period from 65 to 2 million years back तक का, and quaternary being the recent one, 0.0122 million years back. This is the recent one where we are living, you and I are living. All right. So let's see the just immediate one, the last one to us was the Cenozoic era. In that the tertiary period, all right, Paleocene era में हमने stop किया था appearance of placental mammals से. So here there's going to be rise of placental mammals and birds, because appearance of birds and placental mammals was the last era का पीरियड में जो हमने देखा था, ऑलराइट. एंड फर्स्ट प्राइमेट्स आए यहाँ पे, इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यू विद द पेलियोसीन फर्स्ट प्राइमेट्स. नाउ बिकॉज प्लासेंटल मैमल्स आर राइजिंग, बर्ड्स आर राइजिंग, नेक्स्ट इयोसीन पीरियड में, इयोसीन एपोक में, नॉट द पीरियड नाउ, this period is again divided into small durations because of landmark events which happened, which are called epochs. So Eocene epoch में, which is 38 to 54, you will see this duration has reduced now. This duration of years has reduced. ये era में सबसे ज्यादा होता है, period में और कम, epoch में और कम. देखिए Eocene 38 to 54 million years ago, diversification of mammals and birds. बहुत ज्यादा diversify हुए mammals और birds. Then in the Oligocene epoch, that is 26 to 38 million years ago, apes and monkeys appeared. Alright. Then next in the Miocene epoch, first man-like apes were seen. First man-like apes and adaptive radiation. हमने adaptive radiation देखा है. एक species जब geographically दूसरी areas में जाती है, वहाँ की area को exploit करती है. So we will see how different apes and different creatures we got from different parts of the world in human evolution. Okay, adaptive radiation हुआ यहाँ पे, ये first man-like apes का, different parts of the planet we saw different species. All right. Then origin of man in the Pliocene epoch, important MCQ. First man-like apes in the Miocene epoch, important MCQ. Adaptive radiation in the Miocene epoch, important MCQ. Pliocene epoch, origin of man and origin of ruminants like the horse, camel, elephant, the cattle. But these evolution stories of the horse, camel, elephant, they are special stories of evolution again, which we will not be dealing in detail, because NCERT is restricting us that we need not go to the evolution of horse, camel, of these ruminants in detail. So we will not be going in detail. All right. Evolution of man हम detail में देखेंगे. So origin of man. Then next epoch after the Pliocene epoch is the Pleistocene epoch, which comes in the Quaternary period now. Here appearance of first primitive man. Important MCQ. Pleistocene epoch, appearance of first primitive man, and then Holocene epoch. Holocene is the most recent one, 0.6 to 0.1 million years ago. You can see over here, development of man. उसके साथ साथ fishes, birds, reptiles जो बचे हैं, जो evolve हुए हैं, जो develop हुए हैं, जिन्होंने अपना development retain किया है. All right. We still have reptiles, crocodiles, lizards, ये सब turtles हमारे पास हैं. कुछ extinct हो गए, but still others have retained, birds, modern birds and fishes. It is the Holocene, which is the recent epoch, which will have all these. इसमें से man being the most dominant one, being the most intelligent one, being the most sensitive one, he can sense everything, being the most self-conscious one. So this is an important creature on planet, that is you and I. We'll see the evolution of man in detail. All right.